So, ladies and gentlemen, we're on to game number 2, and I'm seeing two different strategies at play here. So, as we look at DSNF, some changes. Yu Yang's here, Gearing is here. Now they're bringing a vampire out. They've got the Salem, the Stalingrad, which is always interesting to see a Stalingrad, Salem, and then a Marseille. And then for battleships, they've brought the Yamato and the Conqueror. Yamato, of course, has that 400... Nope. The Yamato, of course, has that 460 millimeter guns and that overmatch, which means it'll be really effective against the lightly armored cruisers. For the side of AC, looks like they're saying if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Gearing, Grosavoy, Kleber, Brisbane, and then a Hindi, Napoli, Minnow, Ohio, and Kurfürst. Hindi isn't moving yet. Not sure if that's intentional because it's waiting for the Kurfürst in Ohio to pick up, or if we're going to see a mulligan due to technical difficulties. We'll keep an eye out for it. And it does look like he's moving now, so it's just waiting because it looks like we're going to see a similar strat where they're just going to shove those groups together. I wonder if they're going to stream... I wonder if they're going to go between B and C again. So, as we take a look, it looks like we're seeing a very similar strat from AC. Kleber out to A, hard push from AC up the center, and then the Grosavoy and Brisbane on the edge of the map. Some things that are going to be interesting to see how they will affect. Marseille is going to be heavy cruiser out there. What are they going to do with that? The Stalingrad position where he is going to have shots across onto the broadside of all those ships that are going to push through here. So if the ships indeed do push through right here, Stalingrad is going to have that island for some protection and be able to just lace citadels into the side of the push as it comes through. Salem's probably going to set up here. We'll see what goes on from there, but it looks like we might see a more aggressive push onto A. Yamato going to loop around the island. If they're expecting this push, this Yamato with his kiting away is going to have his guns focused and just try to get that Hindi and Minnow out quickly because he can get the big damage chunks onto them. Napoli's a little more troublesome because of the fact that the Napoli has the heavier armor. But people are detected. We see this push coming in. Let's see how it's going. And Stalingrad taking big chunks. This is the danger of that position. It's a really good position if you can use that island to protect, but right now, he is in a problem spot, and he's going to get absolutely hammered. Gearing not quite in radar range yet. We'll see if the Stalingrad starts to radar soon. Ohio is the focus target, and F1 Bort's positioning is not necessarily where he wants to be right now, though he is going to be able to murder that Ohio. Gearing just dodges the radar, but they don't know the Stalingrad's radared because nobody's in detection range of it. Stalingrad of Erlinga is absolutely getting punished right now. Oh, but look at the Yu Yang Torps. Yu Yang Torps coming through the mid, slap the Ohio. And Ohio down to 24,000. He's healing, but he is hurting as well. Stalingrad goes down early, 3.5 minute first blood, but now come the shots and the try to trade back onto that Ohio. Ohio is DCPing. DCP ends right now. Can the Salem cut him out of the game? He needs a fire. Fires will absolutely do it. And that Ohio's down to 5,600. The Salem of F1 Bort's taking a lot of damage. There goes the kill. They do trade out the Ohio. But all three caps right now taken by the side of AC. They have a 24-point lead, and that's building. We'll have to keep an eye out here to see how they manage to translate this. Bort's trying to back up. He doesn't want to have it happen a second time. and now the AP starts to lace in onto ships. He's looking at that Hindi now, changing it back over to the HE as he backs around. Grozovoy spotted. Vampire is charging him down and wants the kill. Grozovoy does have heals, but he's going to take a lot of damage from that Vampire before he can get those heals off. Bort's down to 10,000. ACN just trying to finish him. He's down to 1,000. He is gone, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't DCP. The fires burn him out. And now it is a 2-1 ship lead for the side. But this Yu Yang has been absolutely stellar with these torps. Gets the Kerfers down to 31,000. And that is a flood that is undcpable into fire. That Kerfurst is gone. He's not living for 50 seconds. That Kerfurst is gone, and Poom doing his best to drag DSNF to victory. He has been absolutely clutch on murdering those battleships' health. Oh, and the Yamato fires in at the Kerfurst to make sure he gets the kill. The kill had already been claimed, and that Hindenburg breathes a sigh of relief. A has been claimed now, so points lead is still increasing, but not as quick. And now DSNF has an advantage of they still have battleships. They've lost 2 cruisers, and that does hurt to lose both radars, but they still have 2 battleships to play the challenge on. Vampire fighting the Grozovoy right now. This will be really interesting. We got to watch this. Grozovoy's already used a heal. He doesn't have one for the moment. Vampire manages to go dark, but he's down to 6,500. No heal. 4,200. Doesn't have a way to heal that. 3,300. Gets a couple more shots out onto the Grozovoy. Grozovoy down to 13,500. But that's a 10,000 healthy, and the Vampire doesn't have anybody to help him until this Marseille completes this push down the flanks. And the Vampire gets spotted, and he gets chunked out. Now the Marseille is going to have to push down the flank, and the Grozovoy is going to look for his ability to free farm. Now, this is going to be interesting. Poom, trying not to die. He gets the torps off. Problem is, he is spotted, and he is firing. He's going to get as much damage as he can on the gearing, but Poom is being run down, and he will go out fairly soon. 2,000 health left. Gearing shots in, down to 1,600. It's really how much damage can he get back onto the gearing. Looks like he will not get a lot. He goes down. Hindenburg takes a big chunk, and watch out, Hindi. You're running right into torps. And Poom. He only has 1 kill, but he has definitely been the MVP for the side of DSNF this game. Kleber just dodges the torps. Conqueror moving forward. Minnow spamming torps out, trying to get the Conqueror. That Conqueror will melt fast if that Minnow manages to continue to get shots around. And uh-oh, Conqueror. Minnow's got the torps. And that is a Conqueror that's about to get murdered. Goodbye, Conqueror. Minnow will finish picking up the kill, and it is now a 5-3 ship kill lead for the side of AC. Gearing and Salem looking, because they know they need to kill that Minnow. Salem turns and takes a big chunk from the Napoli. How much more will he take before he can get out of there and get to safety? Minnow dodging the Yamato shells. Marseille pushing into C. That'll stop the bleeding, at least temporarily. Salem now getting around. He has the angle onto the Minnow, and that Minnow as a light cruiser can absolutely get murdered. Gearing trying to go dark. He does manage to go dark, and now the focus comes in on the Minnow. Yamato shots in, just missing. Salem spotted, and so Salem going to have to continue to kite away. 400-point lead for the side of ACNAF. C being contested, but Miss Claire is not going to be able to cap that with the Grozovoy just farming. And DSNF needs that Minnow gone now. If the Yamato can kill that Minnow on the next salvo, this one right here, that would be huge for their chance of winning. Minnow is there, and he gets the Minnow! That's what you gotta do with the Yamato. Minnow plays with fire a little too long, gets absolutely burnt. And now it's only a 1-ship lead for the side of AC, and DSNF is right back in it. That was exactly what DS needed to have a chance to win. Now, Salem needs to survive here. He's got a lot of shots on him. Oh, and the Napoli says, nope, you don't get to survive. And AC wrests that advantage right back. Gearing gonna go in, but you've got half the health of Black Pearl. Can you do the work? Firing AP in on him. And the problem is the Napoli and Colbert opening up. Danish Navy getting chunked down to 2,800. He's done admiral damage on Black Pearl, but it's not going to be enough. And so Danish Navy gets Black Pearl down to 10,000, but the Napoli and Colbert helping out the gearing is just too much. Marseille pops the reload booster. Shots out on the Grozovoy. Those shots look good. Uh-oh, Grozovoy. Ooh. Unlucky for Miss Clara. Kamov breathes the sigh of relief. And at this point, with a 5-2 ship lead, ACNAF is looking to cement this win and their second game of the day. Conga Line Torps are going to miss the Yamato. 2 caps to 1 right now for the side of DSNF, though you can see the gearing moving into A. That won't last for long. And DS needs a miracle. If they're going to win this game. And I just don't see it coming. Grozovoy gets 2 torps in on the Yamato. Not the biggest damage, but now you can see all of these ships are just breaking line of sight as ACNAF is running it away.
Everything is at stake. The enemy's victory draws near.
Okay, so as we look in here, ladies and gentlemen, 500-point lead. 3 Wu Xin, and I'm sure I just butchered that, and apologies for that. Pushing through the edge. They're looking, they see the Kleber, but Yamato, even if he shoots the Kleber, it's not going to do enough. And at this point, it's all over except for the point tick out. 1.5 minutes until the side of ACNAF wins, unless they kill the Yamato. Yamato puts the shells in on the Kleber. Kleber attempts to turn out and dodges all the Yamato shots. Torps coming in, just gonna tip the bow. Yamato down to 23,000. He's using the DCP. 7 seconds to the heel. Down to 21,000. He's getting burned out. 1 minute until the side of ACNAF wins the game. Yamato pops the heel, but watch out. These long-range Brisbane Torps looking spicy. 1, 2, 3, and that is a dead Yamato from the Brisbane Conga line. And now it is 18 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, until the side of ACNAF wins. But they are going to win. They're going to take this first round 2-0 and set themselves up really well for advancement. Miss Clara just streaming into B. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. ACNAF takes both games in this best of 2. And they are your winners.